Hello everyone, I'm back. Just wanted to thank you all for your comments on the last video when I was kind of asking whether or not you guys wanted to see more from us and what you wanted to see. The comments that we have gotten so far have been extremely helpful, so I thank you. I'm glad to know that people are still interested in hearing what we have to say, and that we can still be an inspiration, excuse me, to a lot of the people that are out there still trying, and so on and so forth. So here's baby Aria. She just finished feeding, so I thought I would just come today just to kind of get into how I decided to become a stay-home mom and how that's working for me so far. So prior to having Aria, I worked full-time in the medical field, in a clinic setting, so Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Towards the end of my pregnancy, I kind of knew that we needed to figure something out because of the fact that I knew that I did not want to put her in daycare. I knew that I did not want to put her in daycare just because of the fact that you hear the horror stories and things like that, and it was kind of the whole concept of, you know, we tried so hard to get her here, you know, we don't want to live in fear and you know, act as if we're not trusting God with everything, but at the same time, you know, I would be devastated if, you know, we worked so hard to get her here and then now she's here and unfortunately something horrible happens in daycare, or, you know, even if it's not something horrible, just that she wouldn't be able to receive the care that I really wanted her to have. So one of the great things about nursing is that you do have the opportunity to work different shifts. We unfortunately are not in a situation where I can just completely not work at all. But we are in a situation where, since I am in nursing, you know, I could get an off shift job and do that. So that's what I decided to do. I decided to go ahead and get a job where I worked weekends. Initially, I was looking for a job where I could just work from home. But the more and more I thought about that, I'm like, okay, I don't know how I would really be available, or if I would really be available with having Aria at home. Like, she's a handful, and trying to do work while having her just might not be appropriate unless I decided to save my work until when hubby got home and he could kind of help with her. Really? This is a new snork thing that she does. But so I was just like, okay, what other options do I have? I really don't want to give up my weekends, but if I can be at home with her throughout the week, then that'll be worth it. So that's kind of what happened. That was the first job that opened up. It was crazy because I literally, when I went on leave with her, I was still at my job where I was working 9 to 5. And, you know, I had not applied for other jobs or anything like that. I was just like, God, I just need you to show me the way. I need you to work this thing out for me. So while I was on leave, my supervisor at the time had contacted me like, yeah, so what day do you think you're coming back? And that was maybe when she was like 4 weeks or 6 weeks or something. So it had gotten real. I had initially planned to take 3 months off, so 12 weeks. But when she started to text me and stuff, I'm just like, okay, I don't want to be, you know, unprofessional or inconsiderate and just give them a short notice knowing that they need coverage, you know. So let me just be clear with them up front, like, I'm not coming back. And especially since, you know, I kind of felt like I was almost being bullied too. It was kind of like, yeah, so are you coming back? And I was like, yeah, this is the situation. I was kind of going to reach out to you to kind of let you know that, you know, childcare is kind of an issue for me. You know, my mom, my sister aren't here in the same city, and we really don't want to put her in daycare. And she was trying to be helpful at first by giving suggestions as far as other things that, like, we could do, or care.com or something that she said that, I think she said she had friends that use that and she highly recommended it and so on and so forth. And I was like, thanks, but no thanks. And so when she kind of got the feeling that I was kind of going towards, you know, just staying at home and, you know, putting in my notice, she was like, well, you know, you have to give them like a 4-week notice. And I'm like, okay, I read the handbook. I'm pretty sure that it was a 2-week notice, but I was planning on giving 4 because I was just trying to be considerate. So after that whole encounter, I was just like, you know what, there's no point in holding on to this. I'm just going to put in my notice. So put in my notice, had no idea what I was gonna do or what things were gonna look like, but the God that I serve worked it all out. So I'm so grateful to this day. I found a job where I could work weekends. Again, I'm not ecstatic, excuse me, about giving up my weekends, but I'm able to be home with her Monday through Friday. So I work 10-hour shifts Saturday and Sunday, and then actually I work one Monday every other week. So when I work on that Monday, Miles' parents live about an hour away from us in a different city. So we take her up to his parents' house Sunday night, and she spends the night with them until Monday. And then Monday when I get off, I go get her. And so, you know, it's kind of a drive, and that kind of sucks, but it's worth the, you know, peace of mind. So that has been working out pretty well for us. So technically a full-time stay-home mom and then work part-time in the nursing field. So it's definitely been an adjustment. Still trying to get used to it, but the ability to be home, to stay home, the ability, excuse me, to stay home with Aria every day is just a blessing. You know, I know not many people can say that. Even though I'm only working part-time, that did cut our income down, but we're making it. You know, we've been blessed to actually make it. Like, obviously I can't do the extravagant things that I once did, like take trips and quote live my best life. But she is my life right now, you know, and of course we try so hard to get her here that, you know, I'm just willing to make that sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, to have her be provided with the best care and so on and so forth. So we have been working it out. We're trying to kind of get some schedules going on together being at home, because I am struggling with that, struggling with trying to get housework done. So if there are any other stay-at-home moms who are watching this, who have any advice, any schedules that you've used, anything like that, let me know. I recently bought a Lily baby carrier. I forget the exact name, but I'm going to come back with a video on that after I get it, because we bought her, I shouldn't say a cheap carrier, but one of those carriers that's good for like 7 to 15 pounds or whatever. It worked for a little bit, but now she's obviously outgrowing it, and she likes to be with mama all the time, doesn't like to be put down. So I was watching a few other YouTube videos, and they were saying like wearing your baby, you know, has so many benefits. It lets you get stuff done, and you know, they're not as fussy, they're a bit more content, so on and so forth. So I'm interested in how that's gonna work once it gets here. So that's one thing that I'm trying to do. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or ideas on what, you know, you guys do as stay-home moms or anything like that, just definitely feel free to comment. Again, quitting my job was a huge leap of faith, but that's what this whole journey has been. So I kind of feel like my channel should be something faith something, because I feel like our whole life up until this point has, you know, kind of been that. So definitely has its challenges, but the good definitely outweighs the bad. So here we are. You want to say something to the camera, Aria? You want to say something? Do you like staying at home with mommy? You like staying home with mommy? You want to show everybody how big you are? Say, I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl. Your head's cut out the video now. All right, ladies, until next time, say bye-bye. You want to show them your smile? Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm proof that miracles happen. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.